I think life is about risk taking, and everyone, you, me, everyone we work with has a different risk tolerance, and that's what makes driving on the interstate so fun, right? Like some people want to go 45, some people want to go 95, and you're stuck in the middle, and everyone has a different aptitude for speed that they are comfortable driving at. And it's no different in business, no different in lending, no different in farming. But what I really think is about taking smart risks. Take no risk in your operation, it's going to be really hard to thrive. You might survive for a long time, but you're not going to be able to take advantage of those really good years. It's going to be really hard to get ahead, so you'll always be a little bit behind the eight ball. At the same time, if you go out and swing for the fences every time and take a bunch of risks, you might not be around to survive. You might literally bet the farm at the wrong time and be out of business. So I can't tell you what the right amount of risk is. What I can do is I can challenge you to consider that risk. When we make a calculated decision, is this one where if it doesn't work out, we're a little grumpy and we lost a month of effort and time and we wash our hands of it and move on? Or is it one where, wow, we just had 3 years of losses in 1 year because we tried it and it's going to take 10 years to dig out of it? Again, you have to decide what that level of risk is, but I don't think you're doing yourself a service if you don't think about how risky is this decision. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to learn from the people around me who have expertise in different areas, because you put 4, 5, 10 good minds together, most of them aren't going to have the same opinion. So if you have a team of experts that can sit down at your table with you and have those conversations to help lead your business to that best decision, I think that provides tremendous value, because you don't have to know it all. And you can take the bits and pieces that work for your farm and that you agree with, and really challenge them and put them together to find a plan. Don't believe everything they say. Don't do everything they say. They're coming with a bias and a perspective. And if you choose people that really do champion your cause and believe in you and are pulling for you, they're going to do what they think is best for you. But expert A, let's say the feed guy, he might have some great ideas on what they want to do for feed, but maybe your vet, she says, I don't like that, right? They're competing interests, competing priorities. So you can't just take one and run with it. We see this often when it comes to tax planning. Well, my tax preparer told me I had to spend some money to avoid taxes. Absolutely, that's their job, is to minimize your tax liability. That doesn't mean that was the best decision or is the best decision for your operation as a whole. So really have those experts around you, lean on them, challenge them. They are working for you. And if they truly do want you to be successful, they will understand when you challenge them. They will understand when you push back, and even when you don't agree with them. I think you could walk in a Compeer office and ask 3 financial officers their opinion on a certain thing, and they might have 3 different opinions. The joy is that there are wrong answers, but there is very often not one right answer. But getting that information, allowing you and your business partners, your family, to digest it and really point the direction of where you want to go in that operation, you don't have to know everything all by yourself. So Compeer does have a margin manager out on our website. Highly encourage you to use that. It's scaled to different industries. If there's not one for your industry, it's probably because the industry is just a little too complex to make a spreadsheet work for everybody. Doesn't mean you can't reach out to your financial officer or accountant and say, hey, can you help me build something? It very well may start out on a piece of paper and we get into an Excel spreadsheet, but having something that you've invested time in and put brain power in is going to be far better than just doing the work. You're getting pushback on budgets as well. How do I run a budget when I don't know what prices are going to be? How do I do a cash flow? Well, do it with today's numbers. Go out and look at what November grain is selling for and do it. Now use the 5-year average. Use a 10-year average. You're a smart person, use what you think the price is going to be in 3 years. How does that pencil out? And then what needs to change to get it to a spot where you want it to be? We talked about risk tolerance and how everyone has their own risk tolerance. There's a lot of different insurance products out there that may be an excellent fit for your operation to help take some risk off, and they may not be. But I think those are questions to ask yourself as well when you look at those budgeting and wargaming techniques to say, can I go without insurance? What happens? Or is that investment in insurance really worth it? Even though I hate writing that check every year, is that the best check I can write because it's going to make sure that no matter what, my operation is around next year? So I think you need to be comfortable with whatever numbers you're putting on paper, and ultimately I think having someone to look them over and hold you accountable to them, challenge them. Again, I can show that I can make money at $2 corn, and I can afford a lot of things at $7 and $8 corn. That doesn't mean that either of them are accurate or right, and you need to be able to put good numbers on paper to make good decisions.